This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Go. Big hot angle.
Crockett.
Here! They take Cuba Bobby. They close Labby. Cornette! They backed up Cornette! Double drop kick and get ready! They got him! They got Cornette! He goes out! Down on the floor! Jim Cornette! Yeah, he got it! Double drop kick! And the man is gone. And so is the Midnight Express. More action right after this.
Dude, that was a big time angle right there.
David doing his shit there, wasn't he?
He was doing great. He hyped us up, but dude, two really big bumps by Cornette. That backdrop, double drop kick out. Let's go back. Let's track it here.
Champion Tully Blanchard, David, two great athletes, Dusty Rhodes and Tully Blanchard. And you know, when they would get together for a match, that it will be a tremendous match.
That's right. And it was. You've heard Tully Blanchard and what he thought about the match. Two of the greatest athletes in the world. The national heavyweight title was on the line, and also the prestige and both men's honor to win that title. And it was some match, a very intense match.
We want you to take a look at this match, David, and a lot of things surrounded this match.
That's right, an awful lot of fans. And again, we want you fans to be the judge in this match. Watch it very closely and watch the wrestlers' faces, and you'll see how intense this match was.
A tremendous match. Now let's watch the match for the national heavyweight title.
Pretty rare what we're seeing here, Tony.
Yeah, I know. Again, I think this is kind of a part of what TBS wanted.
So this is what have been Jeff Carr's stuff?
Well, I don't think Jeff Carr originally asked for this, but I think Jeff Carr started the ball rolling towards this. I don't think he said, "Hey, I want more main event." Well, maybe he did. I don't know. But I think basically what we're seeing here is TV getting more involved in what we're doing. And it happens. It does. Listen, don't think
the Jeff Carr thing was years later. I could be wrong though.
No, Jeff Carr I remember Jeff Carr from the get-go.
I mean,
and maybe I'm wrong.
Didn't he commission a study though, or am I making that up? But I thought he was doing all sorts of, testing and stuff with crowds, and because we talked about it with my Jim Hurt interview, which would have been a few years after this, which is the reason I thought it was a little later.
Yeah, for some reason I always remember Jeff Carr being around. I'm
not saying that he wasn't. I'm saying that the whole thing about main events and all that, I felt like that was a little later. I could be wrong.
Well, of course, obviously it morphed into main events. It morphed into a TV show. But the point I'm trying to make is that as we move along in the timeline here, TV becomes more and more involved with what's going on. Mm-hmm. It happens in every sport.
Yeah.
Don't think it changed. TV changed college football, right?
Yeah,
absolutely changed it. The bowl games mean nothing now. The only thing that means anything is that Final Four, which is ESPN. And that's why you have all these college basketball games on during the winter that don't mean shit, because they want programming. So TV has changed wrestling, and TV changed all the sports worldwide because they bring in the money. Without TV, you don't have the money. And later on, we found out that you could probably make a lot more money with television spots than you could going out and bringing the people in the arena. So TV changed things, and that's why we're seeing things like this here.
TV's
slowly.
Changing everything in this era. I mean, what's that old that music video? Video killed the radio star.
Yep.
I mean, MTV was taking over cable at this point, and so if you didn't have your new music video playing on MTV, you were no longer in the conversation.
Sure,
it was helping dictate what the DJs were spinning.
Yeah, speaking of spinning, look at that spinning toe hold by Tully, and the fans are right with them, man. And this is Spartanburg. We probably go see Peggy here somewhere, ignoring the matches.
Woody Allen's in the front row right there.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, and again, I was in radio for years. Radio's dead, man. terrestrial radio, I think. And I may be wrong. But
shout out to Casio Kid, friend of the show, number one here in the mornings in Huntsville, Alabama.
Sorry about that, Casio. That's just my feeling.
No, dude, you're not totally wrong. I mean,
right.
7 years ago, I was spending $100,000 a month on radio in Alabama and Tennessee. Guess how much I spent last month?
It wasn't $100,000.
Zero. Zero.
There you go. So there you go. That's how it is. And
hey, check out Dusty's attire. You know, we've always talked about how he's the common man and the son of a plumber, but he's got on white wrist tape or athletic tape on his right wrist, probably to hold his blizzade. He's got a green elbow pad, black trunks with white trim, and then on his right foot he's got red and white boot. On his left foot, just a plain white boot, and he's got red knee pads. Guy is mismatched Jones on purpose. I'm sorry, he has a red knee pad and a black knee pad.
And look how the fans just pop for that.
Just reversing a figure four, and they went nuts.
That's right.
Here he comes. How would you describe that blow? Where he just takes his open hands and throws it. Oh, here we go. 3-point stance. Fans are familiar with that.
Yeah, they are.
But dude, that little karate move he did there.
And he fell down on top of it.
It was like if Bruce Lee had, and I like that. I'm going to try to do the body slam, but I can't turn him over because my knee gave out. They're telling a story here, man. Yep.
It's the bad ankle, remember? That they broke at Starrcade.
Yeah, and he had that protective boot, and you can tell he's trying to pull it off.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of one of a kind, I'm holding up right now, if you're watching on adfreeshows.com, Jim Cornette's fantastic book. Go out of your way to get a copy if you can. The Midnight Express 25th anniversary scrapbook. And of course, as you know, we talked about this last week. He ran down all the inside details here. This is March 8th. Later that night, they're going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio, as we talked about. He mentioned in his scrapbook here that this was a $100,000 gate. We said it was a sellout. He wrote, the biggest night in Cincinnati wrestling history. This event sold out the Cincinnati Gardens with an all-time record gate, over 10,700 fans, while Hulk Hogan was at the Riverfront Coliseum and only drew 6,000 fans the same night. The cross-night total was almost 17,000 fans in the same city, and it remains a record to this day. On the 9th, the next day, they had a matinee show, and that was in Roanoke, Virginia, 2 p.m. start. It was a record $42,000 gate. That evening, they were in a cage match, and that was at the Omni in Atlanta, and they did $79,000 at the gate. They did a TV taping in Greenville on the 10th. They were off the 11th, 12th, and 13th. The Midnights were back in action in Bassett, Virginia. They did a $17,000 gate there. While it seemed small, it was a sellout. And then, of course, they're back here on the 15th, a week later in Atlanta, doing another TV taping. But how about that Cincinnati record, dude? All-time gate.
Yeah. Cincinnati was a great town for us. I distinctly remember, though, in Cincinnati, we had a TV taping. We decided to tape at the Gardens, and the ring broke. And I never will forget, they tried to fix the... Oh, here we go.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.